Well, good morning, everybody. A very busy Tuesday night on the Western Mass playoff front. We'll start with boys soccer. Defending champion Ludlow got goals from Chris Pereira, Kyle Thomas, and Ludlow beat Agawam 2-0 on the girls' side. Munson improved to 19-0 with a quarterfinal win over Mount Greylock. Hannah Strong and Brooke Murphy scored goals for the Mustangs, who will play Frontier in the next round. On to the Western Mass field hockey tournament. Cathedral and Mohawk up at Mount Holyoke College, and that's Mohawk in the white shirts. Aurora Rojo scores to make it 1-0, and then later in the second half, it's 2-0 Mohawk. But here comes Cathedral. Lita Barrero will score off the rebound. That made it a 2-1 game, and then moments after that, they do it again, and she does it again. Barrero gets her second goal on the second effort. The game was tied at 2. They tried overtime, nothing, and then in double overtime, Kishelle Henderson will take off to the net, shoot, and score, and there's the game winner. The top seed, Mohawk, beats Cathedral 3-2 in double overtime. Mohawk on its way to the Western Mass final.
I kind of just blanked out, and I wanted to do it for my team, and so we wouldn't end it here. I just really wanted that goal.
The adrenaline just kept getting higher and higher for everybody on our team. I felt it, and although we didn't want it to go into overtime, it really showed what we were made of and what we can do.
All right, we'll see what they can do in the final, and guess who they're going to play? That's right, Smith Academy. Sherry Webb led her Smith Academy Falcons against Frontier. It's always a classic matchup, and Sarah Wickles will score to make it 1-0 Smith. And then they turned up the defense. Chelsea Young in goal was the backstop for sure last night. Big kick save, another one here. Smith Academy beats Frontier 1-0. They'll play Mohawk for the Western Mass Championship.
Thank God Chelsea got that. I mean, she definitely stepped up her game today. She saved our butts on offense, defense, and midfield.
And it's really just like any other game. You know, you play as a team, and when it comes into your area, you just have to know that you have to do what you can because it's your job.
We know what we're going to get with Mohawk. They're big, they're strong, they're fast, they're terribly athletic. They're a far better team than we are. They're a far better team than we are.
How do you beat a team when you know going in that they're a far better team than you?
We'll see if we can figure out something. We'll see if we can come up with something, a little Falcon magic or something, see what we can do.
37 years coaching for Sherry Webb. We'll see if there's any of that Falcon magic left. It'll be a great final. And speaking of final, our final edition of Friday Football Fever is coming up this Friday, 11:15 p.m. We'll be out covering high school football. The last Friday, there's Thanksgiving and the playoff games, so there's still a long way to go. And the Super Bowls for sure. That's a look at sports for this morning. I'm Scott Cohen, ABC 40. Everybody have a great day.